when I say energy, what comes up in your mind? The electrical. When I say electrical, thing pops up in your mind. That is the core sector. So what this core sector and tech sector simultaneously is the question. Talking about this energy and tech. Then let me ask you one question. There is one thing that our demands are increasing in energy sector. We are coming up with the electrical vehicles, EV. We are talking about the AI. AI also needs a lot of energy to power. Then we are having the two options. One is we can produce more energy. Produce more energy, what is required? We can burn more. But till what point we will burn more coal? How much we will create that energy? How much energy we can produce? At one point of time, we have to show that. So whether the production is the only issue, or whether production can fulfill our requirement, or there is another angle, story, another side of the coin that we have to see, whether we are utilizing that energy efficiently or not, whether that energy is getting distributed efficiently or not. Now, users, a lot of us, we are also having solar panels. Now, user is also producing that electricity. Now, user also wants to know how much energy I am producing. And the producer of the energy, the generating side, they also want to know that how much energy we have to produce, how much energy is the required at the last end. So we need something where we can find out the demand side. Then I talk about this technology part. This technology, when I want to know how much energy I require, how much energy I am producing from my solar, at what point of the time I am having the peak demand, at what point of the time I am having the maximum energy consumption. So I need some communication. And that communication should be in the real time so that I can do some analysis. I am taking the data of the past 3 days. Of the past after 3 days, I am getting the data, but I can use the data. So I need something where I can find the real time data. So when I say data, when I say I need the communication in real time, now it sounds it is something technology comes up in the picture. So what Kimball technology as a Kimball technology we are doing? So let me talk about something from the logistics sector. What is the biggest challenge in the logistics sector? It is the last mile. How efficiently you can distribute your product the last mile, not at the first mile. Because usually the first mile gets managed, last mile doesn't get managed. So similarly in the energy sector, the energy distribution at the last mile when the consumer is using, we need some tools to track how efficiently we can distribute. So it is not always about the production that we can just increase the production to fulfill the demand. It might be the case that demand also need to be get planned. We should know in advance how much demand will be there at what point of time, and we can distribute that energy efficiently. So as a Kimball technology, we are building the trusted tools for the end consumers. And when I talk end consumers, it is giving the real time data, it is giving real time insight on the data. And the second thing, generating side or the transmitting side, everything. Now, this energy sector is not only the one key, this is just the energy, or it is the complete, you can say, the business. How does it business? Like in our business, but we do in any business, not in energy. We manufacture, we plan something, we do the business planning. Okay, similarly in the energy sector, it also needs the thing. So energy is like a product. So how much is the required? When I have to produce it, I have to plan it. So I have to produce the, I have to buy the raw material also. Okay, so like in any manufacturing sector, energy is also required. When I talk about the logistics sector, how it is, like in logistics sector, we talk about the first mile, last mile, where there are the challenges in between, where we are having the wastages. In electricity, in energy sector also, we are having the wastages, first mile, last mile. When I talk about it is the end consumer, first mile, where it starts from the generation. So we are building the trusted tools for that. Now, when I talk about tools and technology, so we are providing the end-to-end solution. When I say end-to-end solution, you need the we need the hardware and then the software. For example, let's talk about something from the mobile technology. So for communication, what we need, whether I'm having the mobile phone that will only meet my requirement, only the mobile phone. If there is no SIM, what I do, so I need the SIM also. Let us have the SIM also, but I don't have the network. I'm in some area where network is not. So we need the towers also. I'm having the towers also, but there is some communication, there is some software issue. I have recharged my mobile phone, but it is not getting recharged, or even the my amount is deducted, but mobile has not got the signal. What had the command from the cloud is that need to get reconnected. Or if my amount has been, I have already used complete amount from my mobile, my recharge, and we should send a command that mobile should be get disconnected. Otherwise, there will be loss to the telecommunication company. Similarly, when I talk about this energy sector, smart meters is what smart meter written there. So, first product that we are manufacturing, that is a smart meter. So how does the smart meter different from the legacy conventional meter, the energy meter that we are having? So previously the meters were used only specifically for the to check how much energy consumption we have used at the last of the month. So everywhere at the month end there was the electricity meter reader usually comes at home, reports the reading, this much energy consumption they have done. The utility was giving the bill. But now the things have changed. We need something where the utility and the as well as the consumer can know what is the real time data, what is the real time consumption that is, or utility can know where which are the users who are not paying the electricity, who are doing the theft, but they want that data in the real time. After getting that data after 1 month, that doesn't make any sense. So we are producing the smart meter. Smart meter, we are having the energy meter, the hardware part, head and software, the complete communication that I talked about, like in the telecom industry that happens. We are having the gateways, like we are having the telecom industry. We say, what is the gateway in the energy sector? Smart meter. So we are providing end-to-end solution. So we are not only the one product; it is end-to-end solution that we are producing. So that we can do the value addition in the complete value chain. From end-to-end value chain, we can do the value addition. That is one we are working. So now it is the story of our 10x. So we started in 2011 as the then in 2012 we made our first market. In 2016 we did 14,000 project for Assam Power. Then in 18 it was 100k liters per manufacturing gas was given we got. Then in 22 it was 600k plus and 23 it is 1 million plus. 2024 we are working on a target which seems to be impossible for everyone, but we are working on that and we are getting it of the 10x growth. This year Whatever we have done last year, this year we will make 10 times, and we are already working. So the one challenge that most of the companies face, that is the talent, talent bench. If you see, this is just a path. You can just imagine in May 23 we were having 64 employee count, and in March 24 it was 211. So it shows that how fast we are growing, and when we grow, there are certain challenges, and it is not only about our company. I will say for every company, most of the companies face this challenge. What are the challenges that they face? When we are small, what happens? We start working on the Excel sheet or the Google Sheets. Okay. Then there are the 10 people. There were initially the 5 people. Company was managing it somehow. Then company grows. It becomes 10 employees, 20 employees, 30 employees. Then what we start? Okay, we need this data. How much purchase we have done? How much sale we have done? One person is asking. One employee is asking the another employee. Another employee is asking the third employee. Third one is from the fourth. Nobody is having the correct. So first thing is the communication overlap, the breakdown. Second thing, there is no standard processes. Most of the companies they face because initially there were 5 employees, so processes were not required that much. Nobody thought about the process. First, it was how we can stabilize at least our business. Then it comes to nobody is having the standard process. So everyone is just coming and they what about there would be some process, but there is no process. Then it becomes the misalignment and the communication. And when we are having the growing the business, then data management become a challenge. You are having the hundred of Excel sheet, nobody knows which Excel sheet need to be followed. That becomes the question. And you are taking the decision based on the wrong. So taking the data, when I say about the strategy and taking the decision, we need one thing, that is the data. If our data is not correct, how we can take the correct decision? If you are following this 10 Excel sheet, how it can be done? So, and when we grow, then multiple technologies get started to grow. Somebody will start working on Microsoft Excel, someone will start on Google Sheets, someone will working on some other software, some other platform, and it become a grow. So at that point of the time, the digitalization needs comes up. So then we thought, okay, we need the digitalization to meet our challenges. The first one is the integrated information. At least we can have one information integrated. Nobody don't need to waste the time. एक दिन तो सिर्फ we are just following up with one another to take the data. Even then we are not getting the correct data. Integrated information was required. Then the improved efficiency. So there are multiple tasks which were doing manually, which could be done automated. So we are so always there are the two steps. We can hire more people, or we can have some process so that uh, it can be done. What can be done? But when we hire more people, there is one more major challenge. More people, more mistakes can be done. So we need something processes. We need some solution which is integrated, which can give the correct data, which is have all are having the access the same data, same platform, so that efficiency can be improved, manual tasks can be removed, automatic tasks can be done. People versus process driven system. There are two systems where more people are joining, like I say 64 to 211. We can do the knowledge transfer for 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. We are just wasting the time there. Or there is some process already written, there is system already there. You just come within 2 hours, you can get the productivity. So that is required. So when we are coming from people, when businesses are growing, there is requirement where we have to remove it from people driven to process driven system. And then to grow such a business, large business, there is definitely a support. Scalability becomes a challenge, and then scalability is required. And digital transformation become very critical in this stage. Then why we selected? Then we basically we also evaluate multiple ERP systems. Then why did we select Odoo at that time? So what happens in most of the companies, and that happens with us also. Okay, we just we think we have to implement ERP. Okay, that is okay. But now which ERP? How much time it will take? Okay, we should go with ERP or no? Not go with ERP. How much time it will take? Who will do it? These questions become a then it become a large project rather than a small project. So with the Odoo, what is the one benefit? That is the simple and quick implementation. So what happens? Ki you can we started with Odoo, and I think 20 to 25 days we were working on Odoo. So a lot of configuration, testing, everything, training. So what happens? For example, we are going from one place to another place. So there might be two things. Either you can just think we should go or not go. The another is let us go. फिर देखते हैं क्या होगा. Once you have started, then you can. So what is the benefit of Odoo? It is simple and quick implementation. You can start. It is user friendly. That is very very important. The user friendly, because if users are not accepting, or it is become challenging for we, because we implement the technology to make the life of our users easy. But if it is becoming difficult, no user will accept it. So and third is the cost effective. So for all MSMEs or small organization, cost is the major point. Kept it the top one. Then easily and highly customizable it is, and it is the integrated solution for all the apps. You don't need to buy different platforms like in last session also we were discussing we don't need to have multiple platforms. One platform is having all the things. So we are having some buffet with a buffet. We are having all kind of the things there. So you need to go to the different portals basically. So you can have all the things at one platform. That is the beauty of this. Then the challenges when we were uh, implementing Odoo, there were some challenges. Like I discussed, one of the challenges when there is some small businesses, there is no processes written on the paper. So even if some consultant is coming up for the implementation, what we will tell to him, what we need, when we don't know what we need. So the biggest challenge is there to put all the business processes on the paper first, what we need at least, so that we can buy something. The data which nobody is having, but to go live with the ERP, we need the data. Without data, even but any company, any consultant can do it. So the data, to get the data from all the users, like the purchase data, inventory data, accounting data. So multiple data are required, partner ledgers, everything. Then once the system is implemented, again there are the post implementation change management. Users don't accept the technology, don't accept the changes. So even if I all ask someone of you just stand up and sit there, they will also resist. They are the users who are working in the field. So they also don't accept it. So change management is always the challenge, and that was the same challenge for us. As business grew, uh, more number of users were joining the organization. Then again, the challenge is how to train them, how to get them productive within the minimum time. So to get them trained on the ERP, that is another challenge. Then we are running the business, and when we are growing, the processes start to get complex. Processes start to get complex. Because today we might be following only two payment methods. The next day we will be having 10 payment. Today we are having working with 5 vendors who work in very simplified manner, but next day we are working with 50 vendors who are all are having the different steps. The processes start to get complex. So to map those processes in the running system is again a very critical challenge. Then I would like to talk about what are the modules that we have already implemented and what are the modules that are planned for us, that we are planning. One is the accounting, sales, purchasing, inventory, manufacturing, healthcare, quality, expense, payroll, employees. These have been already implemented. They are running, and PMS system. So now I would like to know what are the impacts once we have implemented the technology. So one thing comes up in our mind, what is the ROI? ROI is the keyword that we talk about. So right now, more than when we started Odoo, it was something we started with 5 employees. We thought if there will be 5 users, but now we are having more than 300 users in our ERP system that are using it on daily basis. There are 30,000, more than 30,000. Presentation was made some last week, and if I talk about every day, it is increasing. So now more than 30,000 man hours we have with the technology. So just think about there are the, like I talked about where we can have either the number of we can increase more number of users. So the count that we showed, this is the count 300 approximately. So there are, if we have not the technology, that count would have been required something um, that could count could have gone to 800. So till now, more than 30,000 man hours have been saved, and it is continuously increasing. And a lot of operations have been automated, which the users were doing manually. So right now, the vendor bills, invoices, EV bill, manufacturing, job work, is automated now. Automated inventory reports, the one report that every business needs is the inventory report, so that they can plan how much inventory they are having, how much working capital they can plan out based on the inventory. So all those reports have been automated now. So there are some key takeaways that I want to list here. So digital transformation is a journey. Sometimes we thought about the digital transformation is a project. A one-time project, once we have implemented it, it is done. It is not the case. If business is growing, our processes get changed, our processes get complex, and at the same time, we have to do the changes. So technology also gets upgrade. So digital transformation is a parallel journey as the business is growing. Business is getting down, definitely then we can reduce the technology. If business is growing, technology part will also grow. Yeah. Then uh, I said it is more about the people, not the technology. First of all, it is the people who are going to use this technology, so they have to accept. If they are not accepting it, whatever technology we are implementing, it will not work. So user acceptance, user buy-in is very important. It's required to buy-in from all the stakeholders. It is a top-down approach because it is a change management approach. So it always comes from the top to down. That leaders have to make sure that every user is using the technology in the right manner. And it is not a one department work. We are having this particular department who is going to implement this technology, and this is their responsibility of the ERP. It is for the all the departments. If we need the data, it is department from sales data also required, purchase data also required. So every department need to be one. Only then the technology can be implemented. Otherwise, it can. So if I talk about our footprint, so Kimberly is right now the 17% market share that we are capturing in our, all over India, and we are in more than 15 states where we are implementing smart meters installing. These are our key industry associations from our AMI partners and the utilities. This is what we feel about Odoo, how Odoo has supported us in the growth path, and it is supporting us to become in our journey of the 10x. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Any question?
So, actually, thank you very much. I think it's a great insight, Keshav. Uh, When we talk about Kimball, or especially the energy meters, there is a obviously for the plant efficiency, and the ERPs, and all the different process are applicable. You already mentioned WMS. So when you are integrating with, especially when you talk about IoT, when you talk about WMS, so those are in the journey to integrate with Odoo, or is it like the current apps is sufficient
Yes.
in your case?
So that is in the evaluation stage right away. So we are evaluating right now the WMS is there from the Odoo itself also. Okay. So it is in the evaluation stage whether we have to go ahead with the same WMS which is there in Odoo. If it is a user friendly, the first criteria for that evaluation is the user friendly only. So those projects that we have that I've highlighted that are in the just in the initiation stage. So evaluation is still going on. Or if it is not meeting the requirement, then we will integrate with then we will see for some other partner where we can have the WMS or the MES system. MES system, if I talk about particularly, I was talking about the WMS. MES, we are having our own technical team who have developed the MES system completely from the scratch.
It is custom actually, correct?
It is custom and it has been designed by our team only for ourselves. So it is not that we are making the product that MES and we are going to sell
You
it.
will integrate because the MES integration with ERP is also a critical PO
Yes.
is generated in the ERP.
So that we have definitely we have designed our MES by our team.
So third party application integrations is also you will do with Odoo.
Yes.
To streamline your
Yes. Even that third party that I am saying, the third party is also me only.
But Odoo side it is third party.
Yes, no, Odoo side you can. Because that image that we are talking about, it is very specific that we have designed. It is only for the smart meter. To get the meter, we are having actually the meter test results. A lot of other data that when we manufacture, a lot of data need to get captured. That is shared with the customer. So that's why we have designed our MES. Our team.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything else? Anyone?
केशव जी मेरा ये प्रश्न है कि आपने 50 एम्प्लॉय से मान लो कि 200 एम्प्लॉय तक हैं। अब जाहिर सी बात है कि आप लर्निंग जो यूज करते थे तो उनको सिखाना इतना जरूरी नहीं होता, लेकिन जब नए आप हायर करते हो तो उन लोगों को आपने कैसे ट्रेनिंग दी, कैसे सबसे बड़ा प्रश्न हमारे लिए वही होता है कि नई चीज कैसे वो लोगों को सिखाना।
There are the 2 to 3 points in this one. First thing, ERP is for all. Every user in the organization should know how to use ERP. So either existing or the new employee. Existing also needs the training. So training is the one thing which can meet, which can only meet, which can only answer this question. So we have designed the training documents, training videos specifically for our users. Specific then whatever solution we are implementing, that should be so much user friendly. That should be so much user friendly that when they start to learn, because we don't know when the employees are coming and from what level they are coming, they are whether the tech savvy or not. They might have some anything any background, okay, no non tech background also, but they also have to use the technology. So one thing, the technology whatever we are implementing, that should be very user friendly. Second thing, there should be the proper training. So we have our own design training modules, training videos, training documents are there. So whenever new employees joining, what we say to them, you please go through these trainings. No, we have made one test also, basically. So once they pass that particular test, objective test, only then we give the access. That is the process.
Thank you. So for the things that you are using third-party products for, so what does the evaluation process capability and how much dedicated efforts are given when getting a new product? I mean, I get the training and the videos part and user friendly, but what solution do you do?
For me, if you talk about what is the evaluation criteria, whenever I say the evaluation criteria, I usually put myself on the other side from the user perspective, and I say that I am not tech savvy. Then can I use this product? And how much time it will take for me to learn that? If it is user friendly, if I can, if even a non-tech guy can learn this in quick time, then I will go to that. The first, only and the only criteria for me is the user friendliness, because there are multiple ERP which are not user friendly. The biggest challenge is there, if that is not user friendly, user will not accept it. We want to implement the technology to make the life of the user easy. If we are implementing something which is making difficult, why he will accept? Nobody will accept it. We will not accept. Okay. More question. Thank you. Thank you. Dev.